Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the New York Jets Realistic Rebuild. Now, as you know, in the debacle we had in our last video, I was quite angry at Robert Saleh for some of the decisions he made throughout the season and costing us, in my opinion, our entire season to make the playoffs in one game. But I've had a couple days to sit back and reflect, and I do believe it is in our best interest to give Robert Saleh one more year with Zach Wilson. Let them try to make a third year of impact together, and if it doesn't work, we can replace the coach and give Zach Wilson another year or two to really step into true form. However, for us to do that, obviously our young players got to get better, and we got to continue to sign the right pieces to be successful. So first things first, Quinnen Williams is coming back, 6-year deal, $7.2 million a year, and a $9 million signing bonus. It's a lot, but he's the anchor of our defensive line, so there's not really a question there. As Joe Schobert gets to 30, we're going to look to move on past him. Bryce Huff, however, I don't think would be a bad idea to maybe try to get on a cheaper deal. The rest seem like they can walk. I wouldn't mind bringing back Cashman on a 3-year deal, a little cheaper, just to keep our depth strong. He can definitely walk, and so can the rest. I think I'm going to go re-sign Chuma Edoga, though, because having a nice young tackle doesn't hurt. Even though we have two solid ones, he could become a viable trade piece or something else in the future. If we can get him on a solid contract, that is. He doesn't want to come back. Totally understandable. He doesn't really have a spot to play. So we're going to have to deal with his decision and really try to make something happen this year. First week of free agency, I do want to take a peek at our roster, kind of get a little refresher for new viewers and myself, because it's been a couple of days since I've been on the game. Our offensive line is starting to look very solid. I don't really want to make any moves there. I am looking to trade Evan Ingram, as I don't think he's a good enough red zone target. And that could go along with Corey Davis, because Elijah Moore is really stepping in to more than a viable slot receiver. The running back situation, I want to let them keep developing as they are. I think that is the best case scenario for us. Anthony Barr took a really hard step back. We need another middle linebacker. But the rest of the defense is really, really strong. So maybe one more cornerback, maybe one or two more corners. Priority number one is definitely to get a second middle linebacker, even though we're probably going to go back to a 4-3 this year, as Winfrey has become definitely more apt to what he's done. I believe Saleh's learned a lot from our veteran defensive coordinator, and now he can bring back in his full scheme to really try to make something happen this year. So first things first, I think we're going to get into the trade market, try to get some money off of our books, because we got a lot of money on our books. I wasn't expecting Barr to regress that much so soon, but it is what it is. So we're good at safety. I would like to get a little better at corner eventually. Barr's got to go. Mosley might end up going. He was our leading tackler, but if Bill Belichick taught us anything, move off sooner rather than later. And then I want to get rid of Corey Davis, not because it's anything personal, just because I want to give Elijah Moore more of an opportunity to shine. Is anyone even interested in Anthony Barr? Doesn't look like it. So if we can pair him in with Corey Davis to Green Bay, maybe, that would be ideal. Drew Sears, he doesn't have a good enough development, but he's young. I would like to bring in Eric Stokes, for sure. And honestly, a second round pick. I'm going to push for a first. Yeah, it makes sense that that's not going to happen. I'm going to try to get that second rounder, though. And maybe just try to slide them in a 4. That's the highest I would go, though. So, I mean, we bring back a solid younger corner and a higher pick to kind of shore up our team. And we cleared out some cap space, which was important with that trade. And we give Elijah Moore some tick. But we do need to bring in probably a 4th receiver. I know Mims can do some solid things, but I want to make sure that Zach and Salah have a solid team. I know Ingram is going to be on the block next. It's a lot of money to unload, if I'm not mistaken. You have to back out. I hate how Madden does this, but it is what it is. Go to tight end here. But if someone has the space and is interested, I wouldn't mind reworking my outside linebacking spots. I don't know if there's a ton of interest in Mosley. I don't think that's super realistic, only because of how well he did tackling last year. And he had almost 120 tackles, so I don't need a safety. I wouldn't mind another dude there. I can't get TJ Watt. Alex Higsmith wouldn't be a bad idea, man. Can I get him maybe? Pat Frymuth, 6'5", 260. They're not going to make that trade for him. Maybe I can get the linebacker, and then another pick would be rad. Beautiful. So we've cleared out a lot of our team, which has not made us better up front. But going into free agency, we're going to have to kind of just repair a few pieces for the Jets here. Obviously, we're not bringing Tom Brady. Zach's good. We're good at halfback and fullback. I do want to bring in a receiver to be the 4. I don't think Cole Beasley's a bad idea for that. I really like the idea of Paris Campbell. He's still got 94 speed. He's 26, so yeah, we'll sign him something like that, ideally. At tight end, man, I need a better red zone threat, and I need to know, I mean, just statistically, did you do that this year? Can you tell me I can't look at his statistics? I wouldn't mind Tanyan as like a second option, but it doesn't. I mean, I got Will Disley, who's a good enough second option, so I don't need offensive line. Maybe just some depth on the D-line wouldn't be bad. 4-year deal, solid contract. Not quite. Maybe up the salary by a couple. At DT, I do like Winfrey. And I don't see it being realistic for us to bring in Fletcher Cox. But, I mean, the way we've built up our team, nah, because we just traded away a lot of pieces that are going to make people question some things. So I do have to understand that. An older Dante Hightower. We would have to overpay for him a little bit. But being that he has no offers, this is overpaying for him a little bit. We're bringing Dante Hightower. Smart player. Linebacker, we got Higsmith, which is nice. But we need to get... Chandler Jones or Von Miller. we got the money. This is kind of our big splash this year. I'm also gonna bring back Brian Poole on another 1 year, man. $3 million. And honestly, we'll probably bring in one more. 2.7. So if we can get those two, that helps. We bring in a second middle linebacker, that helps. I need to figure out if it's gonna be Vaughn or Chandler. I mean, Vaughn is still pretty solid all around, but yeah, and he's got better pass coverage. So we're gonna bring in Von Miller on this 1 year massive deal that we got to sign him to get him here. And then we need a kicker. We're gonna bring in the best kicker on a 2 year deal. And then we're going to keep Brandon Mann. And there's not really much else we want to do in free agency. I mean, quarterback, we don't really have anything else we can do either, in all fairness. But we bring in these couple pieces. Ideally, we can go draft a strong tight end. That's kind of my biggest concern, is getting a strong tight end. I need a real red zone threat. Paris Campbell should help some. Oh, he ain't even coming, which sucks. We got everybody else, which is good. But we're going to have to get... We're going to have to get another receiver now. I think it's going to have to be Cole Beasley, man. I'm going to bring him in on a 1 year deal for $4 million. He's not thrilled about it, but that's the offer. And there's Brian Poole. And I'm just going to hope we get Cole Beasley, man. I know it's not the best contract he's ever seen, but he's 34 years old and he needs a place to play, and I need a fourth receiver. If not, I'll draft one, but we'll figure it out. Oh, it's taking a second. I wonder if the game was going to bug out. We got Cole Beasley. It's good. So let's get into this draft, and then that way we can actually do a legit season next time we do a video, and hopefully we won't have the issues that we had last time, because that was ridiculous. Looks like our first pick is the 9th pick. Before anyone drafts, we do need to see if we need to move up. It doesn't look like it. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's a great tight end here. Sidney Neal has A, run block, B, stiff arm, elite acceleration, great agility, elite change of direction, great jumping, good speed. That he could be solid, but he isn't getting drafted yet. That's for sure. We'll probably have to go some other route. Our next pick is round 2. And there's a strong middle linebacker I would look at for sure. I need to see where the tight end ranks. He ranks there, which is 29th left on the board. Which, it's close. I'm going to hold out and hope to get him. This guy's got great acceleration, good change of direction, elite speed, and elite strength. A, play recognition, A, pursuit. We're going to bring in the middle linebacker to learn behind Dante and eventually step into a role for us. This is going to be the meat of our draft this year in the 2nd round. first pick, man, we're hoping for that tight end. It doesn't look like he's available. But this Stephen Brown guy is decent pass block. He ain't good enough to come to this team. Chuck is 6'4", 220. He's got A, catching, B, catching traffic. I'm assuming, yeah, his speed's the issue, but he's got great strength, good change of direction. Let's bring Chuck Goodwin in, and let's move him to tight end. I feel like he'll be a much better tight end, to be honest with you. And I know that's dangerous, but he is 6'4", 220. He's not quite as big as we need him to be. But we got to make do right now. We don't really got a choice. Another corner never hurts. I want to look at Montel first. He has D-man coverage. I didn't mean to click on him. Yeah, Randy McKee also has D-man coverage, so neither of those dudes are coming. I'll always look at an end. He's got B finesse. Not impressive enough to draft someone that we just don't need. Louis Camp has B deep route, C run block, C medium route. Great speed, great acceleration, good agility, decent strength. He's only 6'2". I mean, I just don't need a 6'2" tight end. I want a red zone threat at the end of the day. How good is Jonathan, man? He's got A catching. What's his speed? Great. Oh, yeah, he's got a 4.3. He's not going to play much this year, but he's kind of what we wanted Paris Campbell to be, which is nice. Then we got one more pick in this round as well to kind of really round out this team. A young linebacker wouldn't hurt us whatsoever. B awareness and F catching, which is fine. C impact block, elite acceleration, great strength. It's no guarantee with him. It's definitely not, but I want to take the risk. Yeah, good acceleration, good strength. It means you can probably be a pretty solid run stopper in this league. So I let my assistants do the 5 through 7. We're going to take a 3rd round pick here that might be a little off script, depending on his physicals. No, his physicals are awful. Perry Harris, another linebacker. Solid pursuit, decent hip power. Not nearly as good physical traits, though. Inside back. I don't need one. I really don't need another linebacker. If anything, I just could use a corner. We did a lot of scouting on these dudes. C man coverage, A stamina, B tackle, B press. He's solid. Elite acceleration, but other than that, I mean, he's a slot dude, and he could perform in that role. He's better than this guy. Eddie, better than Eddie. And the rest are day 3 dudes. I'll look at one more, but I'm pretty sure this is an obvious choice for our last pick. Rashad Goodwin. His physicals aren't going to be what we want it to be, but he could be something real good for us. So with that being said, that's going to be our draft. We're going to look at the lineup really quick, but I don't see there being many off-season moves that we need to make. I would like to see us make the playoffs, win the wild card round, maybe get to the conference championship. I'm guessing we're not winning a Super Bowl just yet, but it should be a lot closer. If Salah disappoints heavily this year, well, then we'll re-look at some things for sure. I mean, when you look at it, you got strong young quarterback, 2 strong young running backs, a definite number 1 receiver, definite number 2, and an up and coming slot beast. Weldon is not the dude that I'm looking for. However, where is he? Grant, man. Kevin Grant's 5'9" too. Where's my 6'4" rookie? Oof, he's got work to do if I've ever seen it. At least as a receiver. But I think he's going to be special at tight end. At least we hope so. That's why we drafted him. The dude has the speed, the acceleration, the agility, the change of direction that is just absolutely elite. His strength is a little bit lacking, but he's got strong catching stats. I'm sure his blocking is god awful. But right now, this is what we got, gentlemen. I don't got a better tight end out there. Maybe we can make a trade. I will look into it, but I'm pretty sure that's it. And I'm gonna make one quick peek into this market real quick. See if we can't get Cole Beasley maybe off of our chest with something else. Maybe I don't know who else. I want to keep them. I would maybe unload Bryce Huff for it, dude. No one has interest in Beasley. I got to go find the tight end that maybe we can get. That's worth it. Irv Smith. You got Tuds under your belt? Not really. I need a touchdown machine, dude. Cole Kmet, 3rd year. You put up 3 touchdowns last year. It's just not enough. Gronk is a red zone threat. We know that. Jalen Weidermer. I'm not really looking for youth. I want to develop our guy into that. I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe Austin Hooper. That doesn't seem like a insanely unrealistic grab. But again, not the red zone threat. I need the red zone threat. Kelsey's not possible. I was thinking about Tanyan, but I passed up. We could maybe pull off Geikie. Just because their team's so bad that what else are they going to do with them? Let's try to go get Mike Geikie. It'd be a tough swing. So much so that just because they're in our division, we're actually going to have to... I mean, who's their halfback, QB? I just don't see that being realistic. Ertz is possible. Ertz isn't a hot commodity these days. He'll give you 5, which is something. What about David? He gave you 3 last year. Hunter. He ain't giving me Hunter Henry, man. He might give me Janu for something. But wait a minute. Before the Patriots, what was he doing? 'Cause he's 2 here. 8. He had 8 the last year he was in the league, which is what's up. Waller would be nice. Waller's 30, but they're still trying to win a title. Mark Andrews, Troutman, Everett, Conklin. I mean, I like O.J. Howard. What happened to Noah Fant? That's the real question. Cade Otton, 6'5", 250. I just don't see the person here worth our effort. So if you tuned in for that little excursion, I appreciate it. But this is going to be our lineup going into the 2023 regular season for the New York Jets. I'm feeling very confident about it. We have a strong secondary these days. Strong front seven, strong offense. I mean, we're not a team to be messed around with. So we're definitely gonna let this young dude go get his reps. And I'll catch y'all in the next video where we do the season. So have a great day.